Number 8. Wire is generally insufficient for powering heaters or power tools. It is important to know if the wire in question was number 8 American wire gauge copper or aluminum. Tampering with electric meters to steal electricity is a dangerous and illegal act, posing serious risks of injury or death. While power companies may not always immediately detect tampering, they employ several methods to identify it. These include regular inspections, where power company personnel routinely check meters for signs of tampering, such as broken seals, missing tags, or physical damage. Another method is analyzing meter readings. Power company staff compare meter readings from month to month, looking for significant drops that could indicate tampering. Smart meters offer remote monitoring capabilities, allowing power companies to detect any unusual changes in meter readings that may signal theft. If a power company suspects meter tampering, they will investigate, potentially charging the customer for the stolen electricity, disconnecting their service, or pursuing criminal charges. If you suspect someone is tampering with their electric meter, it is crucial to report it to the power company immediately. Here is a more detailed explanation of electrical theft detection and the risks involved. Firstly, consider the physical indicators of tampering. Look for broken or missing meter seals, which are designed to prevent unauthorized access. Scratches, dents, or other damage to the meter casing can also suggest tampering attempts. Unusual wiring configurations, such as wires bypassing the meter, are a clear sign of theft. Secondly, monitor your electricity consumption. Compare your monthly bills to previous periods. A sudden and unexplained drop in usage could indicate that someone is bypassing your meter or manipulating the readings. Be aware of any changes in your neighbor's energy consumption patterns as well. Thirdly, power companies utilize advanced technologies. Smart meters provide real-time data on energy usage, making it easier to detect anomalies. Data analytics identify patterns of consumption that deviate from the norm, flagging potential cases of theft. Remote monitoring systems allow utilities to check meter status and identify tampering remotely. Fourthly, the legal consequences of electrical theft are severe. Tampering with an electric meter is a crime that can result in fines, imprisonment, and a criminal record. In addition to legal penalties, thieves may be required to pay restitution to the utility company for the stolen electricity. Electrical theft can also lead to civil lawsuits from property owners or other affected parties. Fifthly, the safety risks of electrical theft are significant. Tampering with electrical equipment can cause fires, explosions, and electrocution. Unsafe wiring practices can overload circuits, leading to overheating and potential hazards. Electrical theft can also disrupt the power grid, causing outages and voltage fluctuations. Sixthly, understanding how to report electrical theft is crucial. If you suspect someone is tampering with their electric meter, contact your local utility company immediately. Provide them with as much information as possible, including the address of the property, a description of the suspected tampering, and any other relevant details. You can also report electrical theft to law enforcement agencies, such as the police or sheriff's department. Seventhly, there are various methods of electrical theft. Meter bypass involves rerouting electricity around the meter, preventing it from recording usage. Meter rollback involves physically altering the meter to display a low reading. Transformer tapping involves illegally connecting to a utility's transformer, bypassing the meter altogether. Software manipulation involves hacking into smart meters to alter their readings. Eighthly, consider the impact on utility companies. Electrical theft results in significant financial losses for utility companies, which must be passed on to paying customers in the form of higher rates. It can also strain the power grid, leading to reliability issues and increased operating costs. Utility companies invest heavily in theft prevention programs to protect their revenue and ensure reliable service. Ninthly, understanding the role of electrical codes is important. Electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, set standards for safe wiring practices and electrical installations. These codes are designed to prevent electrical hazards, including those associated with theft and tampering. Inspectors enforce electrical codes to ensure that all electrical work is performed safely and in compliance with regulations. Finally, be aware of the environmental impact of electrical theft. Electrical theft can encourage wasteful energy consumption, as thieves have no incentive to conserve electricity. This can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and other environmental problems. Energy efficiency programs and public awareness campaigns can help reduce electrical theft and promote sustainable energy use. Now let's delve into some more technical aspects. The ampacity of number 8 American wire gauge copper wire is typically 40 or 55 amps, depending on the insulation type and temperature rating, according to NEC Table 310.15b16. The ampacity of number 8 American wire gauge aluminum wire is typically 30 or 40 amps, again depending on the insulation and temperature rating. Common household heaters often draw 12.5 amps at 1500 watts on a 120 volt circuit. Many power tools require 10 to 15 amps or even more, especially when starting. Therefore, number 8 wire is often inadequate for powering both heaters and power tools simultaneously, as it could easily be overloaded, creating a fire hazard. Overloading a circuit can cause the wire insulation to melt, leading to short circuits and potential fires. Breakers and fuses are designed to protect circuits from overloads, but if the breaker is improperly sized or bypassed, the risk of a fire increases dramatically. Meter tampering not only presents safety risks but also affects the accuracy of billing. When someone bypasses the meter, the utility company cannot accurately measure their electricity consumption. This can lead to inaccurate bills for other customers and financial losses for the utility company. In addition to the above-mentioned methods, some utility companies use infrared cameras to detect heat signatures that indicate energy theft. These cameras can identify areas where electricity is being used without passing through the meter. Another technique involves analyzing voltage and current patterns on the power grid. Sudden drops in voltage or increases in current can suggest that someone is tapping into the grid illegally. Furthermore, utility companies often work with law enforcement agencies to investigate suspected cases of meter tampering. These investigations can involve surveillance, interviews, and the execution of search warrants. The penalties for meter tampering vary depending on the jurisdiction, but can include hefty fines and jail time. In some cases, thieves may also be required to pay for the cost of repairing any damage caused by their tampering. To prevent meter tampering, utility companies use a variety of security measures. These include installing tamper-resistant meter boxes, using special seals that are difficult to break, and educating customers about the risks of electrical theft. Smart meters also provide a layer of security by alerting the utility company to any unauthorized access or manipulation. Regular maintenance and inspections of electrical infrastructure are also essential for preventing meter tampering. Utility companies should promptly repair any damaged equipment and address any potential security vulnerabilities. Public awareness campaigns can also help to deter meter tampering by educating the public about the dangers and consequences of electrical theft. These campaigns can be conducted through various channels such as social media, community events, and educational programs in schools. Collaboration between utility companies, law enforcement agencies, and the public is crucial for combating meter tampering effectively. By working together, these stakeholders can help to prevent electrical theft and ensure the safety and reliability of the power grid. It's important to note that even if a meter seal appears intact, tampering may still be possible. Sophisticated thieves can sometimes manipulate meters without leaving obvious signs of tampering. That's why utility companies rely on a combination of methods to detect electrical theft, including data analysis, physical inspections, and technological monitoring. One of the challenges in detecting meter tampering is the evolving nature of the techniques used by thieves. As utility companies improve their detection methods, thieves develop new ways to bypass or manipulate meters. This requires utility companies to constantly adapt and innovate their security measures. Another challenge is the difficulty of proving meter tampering in court. To secure a conviction, prosecutors must present evidence that clearly demonstrates that the meter has been tampered with and that the defendant intended to steal electricity. This can be challenging, especially in cases where the tampering is subtle or sophisticated. Therefore, it is imperative to work with experienced legal professionals and law enforcement personnel who can investigate the case properly. Furthermore, education plays a vital role in preventing meter tampering. By educating the public about the dangers and consequences of electrical theft, utility companies can deter people from engaging in this illegal activity. Education can also help people to identify and report suspected cases of meter tampering. In addition to educating the public, utility companies should also provide training to their employees on how to detect meter tampering. This training should cover the various methods of meter tampering, as well as the signs to look for during inspections. Utility employees should also be trained on how to respond to suspected cases of meter tampering, including how to gather evidence and report the incident to law enforcement. Moreover, consider the impact of meter tampering on the environment. Electrical theft can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and other environmental problems by encouraging wasteful energy consumption. When thieves steal electricity, they have no incentive to conserve energy. This can lead to higher overall energy demand and increased emissions from power plants. Utility companies can help to mitigate the environmental impact of meter tampering by promoting energy efficiency programs and educating customers about the importance of conserving energy. Finally, it is important to remember that meter tampering is not a victimless crime. It has serious consequences for utility companies, customers, and the environment. By working together to prevent meter tampering, we can ensure a safe, reliable, and sustainable energy future.